New here, welcome to Zeus Angel, Tarot, Mysticism, Astrology, and all kinds of other things. How are you all doing today? Don't mind me, I'm just trying to set everything up while everybody comes into the chat. Wait to see if anyone comes into the chat. So, 1212, hello, we are... Okay, hold on, I have to mute this. I'm so sorry. 12/12 2024, we are coming on to the last full moon of 2024. The last full moon of 2024 is a Gemini full moon. Hello there. And we are embracing the energy of the lovers. The lovers is Gemini energy in the tarot. And if you want to know more about it, I suggest you check out some astrologers here on YouTube. I personally like to watch Astrology Guy or Cam White, or there's a lot of other astrology readers out there. But yes, let's get into it. I'm going to pull out the Lovers card for us because it is going to be a time when we're having to make some major life decisions. As in the Lovers card, in the Tarot of Sexual Magic, we have seduction. Of course, this is the energy of duality. Duality, the dark, the light, choosing one path or the other. It isn't necessarily about our relationships. It's going to depend on where your rising sign is and whether you practice Vedic or tropical astrology. So, yes, this is going to be a very important full moon for the Gemini gang, as it is in your sign. So I'm going to just get a little collective reading while we wait for people to come into the chat. Hello there. Yeah, so this is the Gemini full moon, and so it's up to you. I guess it'll be up to your rising what this decision is going to be about, which place in your life it's going to be about. It could be a monumental thing. It could be something simple as what kind of diet I'm going to have, and it is going to set the pace, the tone for your 2025, this major dualistic energy choice decision that a lot of the signs will be facing. For me, my Cancer rising in tropical, it is more of a mental, it's more of a mental pattern that I'm going to be choosing to break free from. It's more of an existential thing for the Cancer risings. Okay, so let's see here. We're just going to get a little collective vibe, see what kind of things can be coming in collectively for all the signs. And yes, I am just going to do a quick collective sign, and if anyone's left over, I'll answer a few questions from the tarot for subscribers. How y'all doing? Where y'all at? How many of y'all out there believe in the 12/12 portal? Seven of Wands. Okay. Seven of Wands, fire sign energy. And in this deck, this is actually the Tarot of the Divine, which I love because there's folklore and fairy tales. So we're seeing kind of parables and correlations between ancient wisdom and the tarot. Seven of Wands. In my personal readings, the Seven of Wands can talk about putting up boundaries and obstacles. This new moon, or this full moon rather, could actually be somewhat triggering to some of you signs, especially if you're like me with my Cancer rising, having to let go of old patterns of thinking, old ways of being, kind of that releasing that trauma, releasing that old ways of blocking your blessings. As I had heard some astrologers say, you could absolutely be blocking your own blessings. That's kind of the energy I pick up on here with the Seven of Wands. There's a time to fight for conviction. There's a time to stand up for yourself. And there's a time to realize to embrace love instead. So that could be you. That could be any of us, all of us, at all times. It is up to us to choose with the Lover's energy if we need to stand our ground, have boundaries, or to just let the moment pass and maybe embrace things with love or a newfound optimism, right? Seven of Wands. John Henry, Alabama. This is an American folktale here. We have the Seven of Wands represents indomitable force. Against all odds, John Henry stands up for what he believes in and is willing to fight to the bitter end. His courage and resolve is an inspiration even to those who disagree with him. So there's some endurance here behind this. Fighting for your beliefs, persevering, mounting a defense. Yeah. So yes, definitely. There could be a lot of that going on here. It could be setting of boundaries for yourself. This is a fire sign energy. But we all have all 12 zodiac signs in our chart. And I always mention this in my readings, especially if you're going to a general reading. Check your rising and moon. Check your rising in other types of astrology as well. Because if you don't fit with your tropical, you could certainly fit with your Vedic. There's other types of astrology out there. Okay, so blocking our blessings, making a decision to block, or to have to block, or to put up boundaries so that we can love more healthfully. And I say this all the time, the boundaries are for you. They're not for anyone else. The boundaries are for you, and they make relationships a heck of a lot better. So we have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is an energy of learning, curiosity. And yes, it can be learning online. So we are also in a retrograde till the 15th. Now, the interesting thing about this full moon in Gemini and the retrograde energy, I think there's more than one retrograde going on. Correct me if I'm wrong here. It actually all kind of culminates on the 15th of December. So it could be a moment for you to thrive. You learn how to overcome obstacles, and you carry those healthy patterns into the rest of the year and into all facets of your life. Page of Swords, a general curiosity. The Devil in reverse. There's a few different ways that I can see the devil. The devil is an illusion. It's a master of kind of disguise and temptation and illusion, not seeing the whole truth, but also being bonded to things that aren't maybe so healthy, as I was saying before, blocking your own blessings. Now, the devil in reverse, it can say that this is something that the signs are trying to overcome. I'm trying to see a bigger picture. I'm trying to not be my own block here and see the bigger picture and not be sort of blinded by illusion or manipulation, right? But it can also be that there is somebody or an entity, an energy of manipulation as well. So that's just something to watch out for. We do have the snake here. And yeah, the devil in reverse can sometimes be somebody trying to force their will upon you. So that's where the Seven of Wands comes in. That's when it's good to learn to be able to recognize that and to be the student. Curiosity didn't just kill the cat. Curiosity let the cat out of the bag, right? The more questions that you ask, the more inquisitive of approach that you take, the more that you're able to kind of see through somebody's illusions, defenses, and manipulations. So awareness is key. To have an awareness of how somebody makes you feel, to have an awareness of your own feelings, and to have an awareness of what it is you think this, the other party, what are their intentions. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. This could be a time of inspiration for a lot of the signs. Absolutely. Because you're having to make a decision here that will fulfill you and be beneficial for you, whatever area of your life it's in, whether it's in your relationships, whether it's in your career, whether it's in your mind state, whether it's in your hobbies. Ace of Wands, it could be a time of serious inspiration. Maybe you're journaling more, writing things down more, inspired to do things more. So that's amazing. Ace of Wands out there. Well, how are you all doing? What are you all up to? need more predictions for 2025. Collective predictions. Four of Wands and the High Priestess. High Priestess, Pisces energy, and the Four of Wands. This is an energy in this full moon. There could be a lot of energy for the career, positive energy for the career. Kind of learning to use your intuition and your better judgment to guide you. Also, I think there could be a lot of invitations. It is the holiday season, so a lot of you guys out there could be going out to a lot of different events. You could be getting invited out to a lot of events here, and it could be leading you to make new connections, meet new people, which is amazing. Let's see if we can get an oracle message for the full moon in Gemini. Spiritual growth. So now with spiritual growth next to the High Priestess, I feel like these two energies kind of go together. The High Priestess is supposed to be all-knowing and already kind of has a sense of their spiritual growth. So going back to that awareness, having the awareness to know if you're coming from a place of spiritual growth and maturity, and or are you being reactive and acting on your feelings. That Seven of Wands energy when maybe you don't need to. Okay. I could do it all signs, but I would have to change the sign. What's going on, everybody? It is 5 o'clock here where I'm at. 5 p.m. and it's very dark outside. Very, very dark outside. So I'm struggling to stay awake. What's coming in for relationships, predictions? For the collective. 9 of Cups in reverse. Okay. 9 of Cups in reverse. So there could be a lot of the signs who are overindulging. But if not that, feeling kind of disappointed. Why the 9 of Cups in reverse here for the signs? Why the 9 of Cups in reverse for the collective? Ooh. We have a Chariot. Okay, so this kind of ties back into the Lover's energy, making a choice here. The Chariot, there could be a long distance relationship for a lot of the signs, but I'm feeling with the Chariot that there is a pull between career. There's something that needs to be resolved here. It's like you're at an impasse in this in relationships. Why the Chariot? It's time to make a sacrifice. It's like it's time to make a sacrifice. If this is going to keep going, there's some kind of momentum that needs to happen here. The 5 of Swords, shaking things up. So this is the energy of it's time to compromise. If this is going to be a relationship that works, we need to have some kind of compromise, or it's going to lead to conflict with the 5 of Swords. This could be exactly what's needed in a relationship, is for this kind of conversation about we need to make a compromise, or we need to decide to let it be. Why the 5 of Swords energy? Ooh. Sagittarius energy. We're still in Sagittarius season. So, yeah, this to me with the Sagittarius is like temperance. This is like, are we going to heal this? There's a healing energy around relationships. I feel like in general, we are conjunct Jupiter with this Gemini full moon, so it could be a positive aspect for relationships and career. The way that I always see relationships and career, they kind of they're both important. If you're not doing well in your career, your relationship is probably going to struggle as well. So it's good to invest in both of those things congruently at the same time if you can. If you're neglecting one area or the other, it's going to show up. So I feel like this could be a time to mend some bridges. Recognize if you're being defensive, if you're catastrophizing, if there's any way that you could both compromise in any kind of relationship. Doesn't have to be romantic. Of course, it's a general reading in the collective energy, Sagittarius energy. We're still in Saggy season. So like I just don't want to fight anymore, especially because we have the Five of Swords, and I always see that as some kind of argument or shakeup or somebody kind of trying to get the last word in, and that kind of energy is gonna put you guys in opposite directions, right? You're gonna be like, I'm standing my ground. Instead, we're gonna come together, put aside our differences, and kind of like a killing of the ego. We need the ego, right, to get us out of bed, but are we coming from a place of ego and pettiness in our relationships, like I'm right, you're wrong? Or can I just go ahead and apologize and let's move on? Seven of Pentacles energy. The holidays can be a time of exhaustion. Seven of Pentacles, feeling as though you're putting a lot in and just left on empty at the end of the day. That's that energy, that Seven of Pentacles energy in this deck. Why the Seven of Pentacles? Because it can be a lot. If you're in a relationship or any kind of relationship, maybe that's not in a good place, and you know it's going to take a lot of conversation and a lot of sitting and listening to basically critiques of your personality, because that's what it is in personal relationships. You kind of have to hear, okay, how did I tick you off? What did I do wrong? And just listen to it and just hear them out, right? And it's not fun. It's not fun. Sometimes it's just easier to ghost someone or to walk away and just like, okay, I'm just going to walk away. I'm not going to deal with that. I don't want to unpack that. So having the energy to be able to, Four of Swords, exactly as I was saying, put down the daggers, put down the knives, hug, embrace instead of fight, kind of that energy that I want to wave the peace flag. I don't want to be in this petty energy anymore. And it's exhausting and it's draining. And is it worth it? Four of Swords. I want to break from all that. Especially because, and I always bring everything back to Buddhism, during the holidays isn't necessarily the best time to bring up grievances. It's just a time when we're all sort of together. We're just kind of here. We have off of work. We've cut aside this time to be together. Now is a time when I want to tell you how you annoyed me 15 years ago, and that's why we don't see each other that much anymore. Probably not the best time. I don't really want to bring that energy up. I want to remember why we have the relationship in the first place, and then set aside time to talk, not from a place of ego, not from a place of I'm wrong, you're wrong, I'm right, but from a place of how can we mend this together? Compromise. Four of Swords. And actually in this deck, it means something else. It's not very appropriate. For YouTube, tarot sexual magic isn't the most appropriate for YouTube. But the Four of Swords in this deck, there could be somebody thinking about you in their private time. You could have an admirer, or maybe it's your partner. And when you guys are apart, they fantasize about you. That could be for some of you guys as well. Especially if there was some kind of rift or divide, or there's distance, something separating you two, or even just an argument. Let's see, for the collective. How y'all doing out there? Quiet room tonight. Queen of Cups. Compassion. And I'm going to bring it all back to Buddhism as I always do. Compassion is how do you conquer anger? Compassion. How do you conquer ignorance? Great wisdom. So having compassion, coming from a place of compassion and gentleness, because I think sometimes people forget this. The way that we approach others in a conflict, a lot of the times, is how we talk to ourselves. So if you tend to be angry with yourself, or maybe have negative self-talk, that could be exactly how you approach your partner. So starting with gentleness with yourself and forgiveness of yourself, and yeah, recognize the feeling, but you don't have to let it overcome you, and come from a place of peace and understanding and compassion will help all of your relationships, every single one of your relationships. I don't care if it's your boss, I don't care if it's your enemy, I don't care if it's your best friend, if it's your partner. If you come from a place of compassion, just watch how different people treat you. And if you're compassionate with yourself, and if you aren't, that will show too. Where y'all at? How y'all doing? You could let me know in the chat, or if you're seeing this live after the live is ended, if you have some kind of major choice or decision to make in your life, let me know in the chat. What is it that all the signs are going through? And have you noticed any Mercury retrograde differences? Has there been communication funkiness? Has there been funkiness with travel? Are you talking, well, it's the holiday, so you could absolutely be more in contact with people that you haven't seen in a long time, because we are on the precipice of the holiday. Just gonna light some Palo Santo here. Where y'all at? What's going on? Is anybody out there in the chat? Intuitive reads with Jen 7. How y'all doing? Dorella says hello. How are you? What are you doing this evening, Miss Dorella? I'm not sure how many people are in the chat because I don't think I have the most up-to-date number. I feel like it's wrong. YouTube and numbers. If you have a YouTube channel, you'll know what I mean. The numbers on YouTube are not accurate. It's really strange. Doing okay. You're working while listening. Oh, nice. Thank you. Where are you at in the world? I might have asked you this before and have forgotten. Yeah. The Lovers energy. Gemini Lovers. You're in New York. Ah, okay. So let's see. I'm trying to think. 5, 6. Is it 6:30 there? I went to New York one time, and oh my goodness, it's so massive. It's such a big city, and it's a gorgeous city. So much to do. It's even colder there than it is here. This is a small chat, Miss Dorella, so I might just end it now. I was going to do all signs, but I feel lazy. Oh, hey there. You guys think I should do all signs? I don't have the, I still don't have the software, so I have to use a sign, and there's a delay. Dorella says yes. There is a delay. Okay. You say yes, you think I should do the all signs? Hi, Ari. How are you? What's going on? All right. We'll do it. I'll put the timestamps up later because I really don't want to use this little sign I have. It takes up the whole space. So I'll run through the signs. If any one of you guys have a free hand, you want to do the timestamps, that help me out. Where am I from? Well, I was born in the Midwest. Yeah, and right now I'm a transient. I'm home for the holidays, and I'm trying to find a new place to live. So we'll do a all signs love check-in, since it is the Gemini full moon, the Lovers energy. As I mentioned before, and I always preface my readings by saying, please check out the rising and the moon. You feel free to check out whatever sign you want, but I always mention that because it's pretty accurate. It's more accurate to check out the rising and the moon. When is the Gemini full moon? I think it's on the 15th. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know that, I think that the Mercury retrograde is going to be over on the 15th. So I'm pretty sure it's on the 15th. But I'm going to find out because now I feel like an idiot. Yeah, Mercury, I think there's 2 signs in retrograde and the full moon. And then we have the sun in Sagittarius because we're in Saggy season still. But everything's going to be changing on the 15th. I'm pretty sure, let's see here. Yeah, December 15th. So it's really actually a very, very interesting time. And I thrive during retrogrades. I don't know why. Although I always have some Mercury retrograde thing that happens. Like, for example, this retrograde was my mother's birthday, and we went to a hotel, and I purchased the hotel room. I booked it a day ahead of time, last minute. And I, like an idiot, didn't look at the date when I got the email, and I had the lady who helped me booked it for the same day, and it was supposed to be for the next day. And I showed up there, and they were like, "Oh, can't find your reservation." And they're like, "Oh, it's okay, we'll just change it." I was like, I would have been out all that money, and that's a total retrograde thing. So, but yeah, I'll do a check-in for the signs. And if you guys want to do the timestamps, or else we can wait till the end and I'll put up the timestamps. The Aries. I have to change my headline. Yeah, everything's happening on the 15th. Okay. For the Aries. Oh. For the Aries, what is the Aries going to be making a decision on during the full moon in Gemini on the 15th? And Mercury is going to be stationing direct. I think also Mars is in retrograde. I don't know. Some of you Aries could be experiencing a painful ending or a renewing of something. The Ten of Swords gets a bad rap because it isn't the end, actually. The 9 is the end. The 9 of Swords is the end of something, like a painful ending or stressful time, something difficult happened. And the 10 is like, I'm processing what happened that was difficult, and I'm trying to get out of it so that I can start something better, so that the next chapter. So Aries, some of y'all Aries out there could be experiencing that for the Aries. During this full moon, from now until December 15th, what challenges is the Aries crew going to be facing in decision making in their relationships? Oh, King of Wands. Okay, this is fire energy. So some of you guys, there could be a person. There could be somebody who helps you clean up your tears. It's like, here you go, ma'am, here's my handkerchief, okay? Somebody's going to offer you, like, somebody could offer you a shoulder to cry on in your hard time and embrace. The King of Wands is a generous man, gender aside. There could be somebody who offers you a shoulder to cry on. What's the outcome here? Between now and December 15th, the 9 of Pentacles. So there could be somebody who does offer you help. However, they could be kind of domineering. 9 of Pentacles. There could be a boss figure who gives you a raise. Also, as a side note here, why the 9 of Pentacles here in the outcome for Aries? I see this as financial stability. Some of you guys could have went through a rough time with your career and you could be recouping with the help of someone. This is a really good time for career. What sign is this? I'm just going to do the order of the zodiac, Aries to Pisces, and we'll put up the timestamps later. I did a little collective, just a random collective. And now we're just going to do our little Aries. Yeah, you're welcome. My sign is too big for the screen, or I would put it up. 10 of Pentacles. The Aries crew could be getting help here. 9 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles. This is crazy. I feel like there's a lot of people around you who want to see you do well, believe it or not. And it could absolutely be a boss figure or a friend. Somebody could give you could even get a loan during this period of time. It isn't really saying much about love, but it absolutely could be. There could be somebody who just adores you as well. Tarot of Sexual Magic. This is going to be a really good time for you, Aries, actually. And I'm not seeing any red flags here. This looks really good. You guys could get a haircut or a change in your appearance. And I'm almost picking up on that. This is probably not going to apply to most of you guys. But if there are any Aries out here who have their own business, I feel like I'm getting like a download of like the Aries like trying to dress it up, like wear like a suit and tie and like clean up their hair and just look really like clean cut for an interview or like an interview for a loan. Because I feel like some could be applying for a loan and like trying to look good, right? But or for an interview or something like that. That's just kind of like a download, like a side note. It's a good time for the Aries between now and December 15th. Yes, somebody could totally adore you as well. If you see here the 10 of Pentacles in this deck, we have a 10 and a 10 here. Look out, whatever you're doing at 10:10, 10:10 a.m., 10:10 p.m. We got 10:10 here, okay? 10 isn't the ending. 10 is the beginning. 9 is the ending. 10 is in the new beginning. One door closes, a window opens. And that's such Aries energy. You get so bored with something. You start something else. And it's good. And it looks really good, actually. I like that. Okay. Aries, Aries, Aries. So I actually have Aries moon in my tropical natal chart. How many of you guys out there practice Vedic astrology? I get a lot of flack from people because honestly, in the astrology community, they want to fight. It's like the red versus blue, the Vedic versus tropical, and none of them are wrong. They all have different perspectives. It's really just philosophy. So it doesn't matter. Okay, Taurus. Sorry guys. I'm gonna be doing. I'll have to put the timestamps up later. I didn't anticipate doing in all signs. Taurus crew. Between now and the 15th. Page of Wands. Page of Wands, Tower reversed. Okay. Dancing around a catastrophe. That's what I'm seeing. And I do feel like there is some kind of sense of passion that wants to come through. And as I was saying in the intro during the collective reading, there could be a blocking of blessings here. And that's kind of why we have the Tower in reverse. It's like there is something good cooking here, like a little bit of flirty energy or something like that going on. But I'm going to go ahead and ruin it by overanalyzing or by doom spiraling or, you know, doing my anxious, nervous, attaching thing. Don't self-sabotage, Taurus. 7 of Pentacles. Some of you guys could be, what's that saying? What's that saying? Lighting the candle at both ends. Doing a lot at once. Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups, some of you Tauruses could meet somebody new. Page of Wands is a messenger, but it's also, sometimes it denotes age, so somebody younger than you. What's the outcome here for this? Ace of Cups. Could be a romantic interlude here. Be careful that you don't burn yourself out. Like, I know Tauruses are hard workers. I'm kind of picking up on a reconciliation here. Judgment in reverse. But as I was saying before, it's like a foot in the mouth kind of nervous diarrhea talking. I know that sounds really rude. I don't normally talk like that. Diarrhea of the mouth. So, yeah, that's going to be specific. It's probably not going to relate to most of you guys out there. I don't know why I said that. Some of you guys, though, could be going on a date or something like that and just start feeling really nervous. And it could make you say some things that are, like, kind of awkward. Side note, don't block your own blessings. But Judgment in reverse here. Why is the Judgment in reverse here? I can sometimes see that as waiting for a phone call that doesn't go through. And then we have the Lovers here. Yeah, right. The Tower in reverse and the Judgment in reverse. It's kind of a major lesson here around whether or not you should give something another chance. Holding on to things too long. Tower in reverse, Judgment in reverse. Holding on to things too long because you're kind of too afraid to rock the boat. But there's something new here that's trying to come through. So, Taurus, if you feel as though you're drained by one situation, have an honest conversation with yourself, because there's more than one way. There's more than one way to approach conflicts. That's another way to interpret the Lovers card. It's your choice if you want to lean into the conflict or if you want to find another way to diffuse a situation. Because I feel like some of you out there kind of talking, and then like putting your foot in your mouth, but then having to backpedal or something like that. And it's still a retrograde. So that kind of thing is normal. But yeah, you can diffuse a situation, and you don't have to catastrophize it. Okay, so but I feel as though there could be a romantic interlude as well here for some of you guys. It's like with the Judgment in reverse, a reconciliation, but also potentially a new person. It's going to be different for all of you guys. So, last messages for Taurus. The World. Deciding if you want to close the book on something or start a new chapter with the same person, with the World here. Because it's like there's a new opportunity, but you're still kind of dealing with some old conflict. You want to bring that into the new year, or do you want to start completely fresh? Okay. How y'all doing out there? I don't really do these. I don't have these scheduled. I don't have my live scheduled at all. Okay. Yeah, we'll do a quick check-in for the Gemini. The Gemini, since it is a full moon in the Gemini sign. Give me a check-in for the Gemini crew for this upcoming full moon and retrograde. Oh, the Death card. Okay, Gemini. Now, I know a lot of people get really freaked out when they see the Death card. It can mean a lot of things. Give me clarity. Why the Death card for the Gemini? Why the Death card for the Gemini? Oh, this is your card. Keeps coming out. You're going to have to decide if you want to end something. That's pretty plain and simple here. A decision about ending something gracefully. And it can be anything. It doesn't have to be a relationship. Let's see if there's an outcome here for this. Pretty straightforward. Could be a Scorpio energy who surrounds you. And a Chariot. This couldn't be any clearer to me. The Chariot, now it could literally be deciding whether or not you want to move in with a significant other, because that could be what it takes to make a relationship work with the Chariot. And it sometimes is long distance, but it could just be I got a job offer somewhere else. Should I stay for this relationship? It's a huge major decision, a huge impasse right now in your life. What's the outcome here? Okay. I'm hearing like, should I stay or should I go now? If any of you guys like the Clash, I'm hearing that in my head. We have the Temperance and the Knight of Pentacles. Should I stay? Should I go? Should I try and make this work? Is it going to be worth my while? Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. Let's get some advice. Four of Wands. I almost always see the Four of Wands as talking about a living situation or a house, but it can be an invitation. And Three of Cups. So, yes. Wow. Four of Wands. You could absolutely get an invitation. I mean, it's the holidays. You could get a million invitations. But some of you, the first thing that I said could be having to decide to take a relationship to the next level. proposal, marriage, we have an official title, or just kind of walk away. And I'm picking up on like some Geminis out there, Gemini rising more than likely, could be getting engaged or deciding to move in with a significant other, or something regarding relocating here and or ending a relationship. So a lot of you guys might not relate to that. Check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements for a more rounded horoscope. Okay, Cancer. I always wanted to find something way, way, way more interesting than just the all signs, because I feel like everybody does the all signs, and I will make something innovative. Cancer, we got the star card. Whoa, I wasn't done shuffling, but sometimes cards just come out. We have a star card coming out for the Cancer. As I was saying before, it's my Cancer rising during this Gemini full moon and Mercury retrograde is a sign of healing kind of trauma patterns. Me personally are healing old ways of being with the star card. Some of you Cancers, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus could be getting a wish. Could be dealing with an Aquarius as well. The star. This can sometimes talk about getting attention, being in the limelight, or having some kind of healing going on for you. Ooh. I want to take this in the upright. Wow. Some of you Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Cancers, during this Gemini full moon, from now to the December 15th, because we are still in a retrograde, you could be getting some kind of wish or some kind of dream. It almost feels too good to be true with this energy right here. I don't want to ruin it. Some of you guys, because we have the Five of Pentacles coming out, there could have been an energy where somebody abandoned you, or you have abandonment wounds and you're finally healing that, and like, okay, now I'm attracting somebody who isn't going to ghost me, or who isn't going to abandon me, or I'm in my come up era in whatever area of your life, because this can be a hobby, a passion, a career, a relationship where you're having something good come in. It's like a really opportune time for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. King of Swords, and in this deck it's gratification. I feel like this is learning to step into a masculine energy, whether or not whatever your gender is. This is the energy that you embody. So with the King of Swords, learning how to step into a masculine energy to make something happen here for yourself. And I really like it. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So I'm going to have to clarify why we have that here. And I feel like this could be coming from somebody who was underperforming or undergiving in the scenario. Like, if you stand your ground, if you're noticing something like, you know, I don't know why I'm constantly always paying for things, or I don't know why I'm always doing the things that you want to do, something like that, where it's an unjust situation and you're using your masculine to call attention to it, like you're not pulling your weight here, and it actually ends up working in your favor here. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups in reverse, I sometimes see as a situation that starts and stops. Like, it's almost a moody feeling. Like, one day I'm in love with you, the next day I could care less. Or, you know, it can be an on and off relationship, or the dynamics aren't the same here. Like, I'm putting in more energy. Let's see if there is advice. Knight of Wands, making new memories. It's like rewriting the past. As I was saying before, with like healing ancestral trauma by making new memories. I don't have to believe those old stories or those old memories. I don't have to believe that those things are happening to me anymore, or that I perceive a situation as I'm a victim. Make new memories. Two of Wands, bonding. Two of Wands is bonding in this deck. So there could be a situation where you were over investing, and now comes a time to have a more even playing field for the Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And there could be a whole lot of bonding going on as well. Let's see an outcome. I'm not really getting the same amount of cards for... Ten of Swords in reverse. It's pretty much saying the same thing to me. And the Ten of Swords in reverse is like, I'm completely done with that. And it doesn't have to be a person. It's just, I'm completely moved on from something that was really, really deceptive that happened to me, the wrongs that happened to me, the persecution. I don't need to carry the persecution. I don't need to feel a victim. I don't need to feel bad in every area of my life. I can be like, I just want to feel good and make new memories and bond with people. This feels really good for the Cancers. And I am picking up on this weird little mezzanine, like second story line of using your masculine energy to kind of create this balance, the duality, the Lovers energy, by not being too nurturing. Because I know Cancers can be really nurturing. Sometimes you need to be nurtured. And in order to get that, you have to change the dynamic somehow if you need to have your needs met. So stepping into that masculine energy to make things more balanced. Okay. Is this making sense? I know I haven't got the timestamps up. I will put the timestamps up. Y'all let me know if any of this relates to you in the comments. I love to hear your input. Always welcome. And if you know anything about astrology or Mercury retrograde, or I think there's also like some kind of conjunction going on with Venus or Jupiter, I don't know. But yeah, let me know in the comments what y'all are thinking. So I just did Cancer. Now we're going to do Leo. So we did Aries, we did Taurus, we did Gemini, we did Cancer. Now we're on Leo. I tend to go through the signs really quickly. I will still pull some cards, do a raffle, or if there's any of you guys left, we'll still do an answer session, a question session after. Okay. For the Leo game, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going on during this Gemini full moon in a retrograde? Okay. Page of Wands. Some of you guys could get a message, some positive news or a flirty message. Oh, we have the Tower coming out. There's going to be a surprise. I don't know if it's good or bad. Could be Scorpio energy. Why is the Tower coming out for the Leo? Why is the Tower coming out for the Leo? This is an inevitability. Sometimes I see the Tower as divine intervention. It's almost like I'm done holding on to this thing that doesn't make me happy anymore. Four of Cups in reverse is like, I'm going to find my joy. I'm going to find my happiness. So this could be actually a good surprise, or like something kind of falling apart that didn't make you happy anyway. Why the Four of Cups in reverse for the Leos? It's almost like, oh, I got fired from that job, but now I can finally apply for this other job or go to school or move. Or you found out that, you know, somebody that you were talking to maybe sucks, and then you can finally break up with them. Something that seems bad or negative turns out to kickstart your life here. We do have the King of Cups in reverse, which I don't like. There could absolutely have been some emotional manipulation. Give me more on this Tower for the Leo. So you could be having to make a choice to keep enduring a situation, or to just let it fall apart. Temperance in reverse. Oof. This is like a chaotic energy. Seven of Wands. This is okay. So some of you Leos out there, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, could be finding yourself standing for your convictions here, or putting up boundaries with somebody here. Why the Seven of Wands? Ooh, now that Ten of Swords keeps coming out. Yeah, there could absolutely be an ending or a cutting ties here of some kind of chaotic energy. And I feel like I'm hearing it's about time. It's about time that you did this. Because the Ten of Swords is the beginning, not the end. It's turning a situation that was overwhelming, manipulative, chaotic, unfulfilling, and turning it into something good. And it could come as a surprise to you. So for the Leo gangs with this agent of change, Scorpio energy, that wasn't meant to be in your life. This is divine intervention. Let's see if there is an outcome. Six of Swords, moving on to a more peaceful place. Leon Bridges, peaceful place. Yes, a lot of you Leos could literally be moving abroad. Six of Swords, I almost always see that as moving away or going across seas or just getting out of a situation that was super chaotic, made you feel restless and unfulfilled, and going into a place. It could even be metaphorically. Maybe you're just doing more meditations. Maybe you're just staying more calm. Maybe you've literally moved. Something is shifting from a place of anxiety and chaos to calm. I love that. Any last messages for the Leo? Maybe advice. That was really straightforward. Two of Wands. I'm picking up on a heavy moving energy for the Leos, but either I feel like there is somebody who could be throwing you a life raft, like seeing that things are going awry, and they're like, we'll use this as a bonding experience, okay? Because I see you floundering out there for you Leos. Two of Wands, though, it could be expanding your business abroad or finally taking that trip, getting out of a stagnant or chaotic situation. Say hello in the chat if you're still out there. Hello. I see, it looks on my end like there's two of you guys. Are you guys still out there? I just did the Leo gang. My lighter ran out. I just did the Leo and we'll be doing the Virgo. Okay, I give up. I need a new lighter. For the Virgo gang, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We'll see what's coming in. Okay, so this is actually Earth sign energy. Queen of Pentacles and the Judgment. So I feel like a lot of Virgos are assessing something here. It could be a marriage. It could be a job. But I feel like there is something, there could even be a phone call about a new job for some of you guys. But I feel like could be trying to decide whether to give something a second chance or something a second chance here. Ace of Swords in reverse. There could be a lot of confusion. There could be some difficult communication during this time. Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords reverse is like giving someone the cold shoulder but still wanting them to talk to you with the Ace of Swords, because it's like, I don't want to tell you how I feel, but I don't want you to give up. There's some difficult, challenging situation with communication and a personal relationship here. A lot of confusion or mental blockage. Why the Ace of Swords in reverse? It could be unclear what a relationship is. Why the Ace of Swords in reverse? Okay, so Nine of Cups, Ace of Cups in reverse, and the Ten of Wands. Ooh. Okay, so I'm getting a few messages here. Ace of Cups in reverse. I feel like there could be a sense of needing to reignite the passion in a relationship, if it's a romantic relationship. If it's not, there could be a burden of responsibility being placed on one person's shoulder more than the other. Some of you guys, I'm just going to say it, if you're married or if you're in a serious relationship, it might be time to go out on a date with your partner, okay? Or be more romantic. We do have the Ten of Wands. Spice things up a little bit. If this isn't romantic, I'm usually picking up on romantic type situations with the tarot, sexual magic. It's just about responsibility. Like, instead of trying to give this mixed messages, I want to clear up the communication and take on the responsibility, because the Ten of Wands is a burden of responsibility that's being taken here. But we started out with the Queen of Pentacles, who is not wanting to talk to this person here, who is adoring them. So now, I said before, it can be a romantic or not a romantic relationship, and it does look like there is somebody here who sees you or this relationship with you as very important and wants to make it work. But there could be waning passion or waning interest because of confusion or lack of communication or unclear communication on one or both parties. Let's see if I can get some advice here. Floor card. Alternatives for a very small portion of you. There could be a brief romantic encounter with someone. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. That's like it's not appropriate to say on YouTube, but a romantic interlude, a brief romantic interlude with somebody here to kind of add some passion and excitement. The Temperance, Saggy energy. Saggy's coming out in a lot of the readings because we are in Sagittarius season right now. And the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Yes. Get a little flirty. Have a little fun. Make a little love tonight. I'm hearing that song in my head right now. Some of you are going to Virgos. Wait, who am I? Virgo. Could be reigniting the flame with your partner or meeting somebody new and having a romantic interlude with them. Interesting. Okay. I'm just checking to make sure I didn't drop any cards. Are you guys all out there? Should I finish doing the signs? Okay, we are on Libra. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. All right. For the Libra gangs, for the Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, shout out in the chat if you're still here. I think I lost you all. I see there's only one person in the chat on my end. Okay, Libra. The Chariot. And the Three of Pentacles. Okay. We also have the Three of Cups. There's a lot of threes going on here. I feel like you're going to be seeing a lot of people, Libras. You could be spending, I feel like you're having a Christmas Thanksgiving, a friend's Thanksgiving, and then going out on top of it, maybe even working a lot. I feel like it's going to be a busy time for the Libras. Some of you guys could be like traveling to see family. Obviously, anybody could be doing that. It's the holidays. Five of Pentacles, maybe seeing someone you haven't seen in a long time. You could be feeling the hurt financially, though. Let's see if there's an outcome here with this situation. Reuniting. I'm picking up on a heavy reuniting energy here. The Tower is going to be a surprise. It's almost like I got invited to this Christmas party at this after bar or something like that. And a bunch of friends I hadn't seen in forever, and oh, this is a lot of fun. And then one of them offered me a job. It's this like fun, chaotic, getting together with people energy. It is retrograde. I keep saying that. And the Tower. Why the Tower here? Four of Pentacles. Okay. There could be something major going on with your career as well. Let's get some advice for the Libra crew. I don't see anything bad. Five of Pentacles here actually I think could be a good thing. Like seeing long lost friends or family. or getting extra hours at work or something like that for the Libras. It looks pretty good. Ace of Pentacles. Yes, it's all coming together for the Libra crew right now. And social networking is going to be really huge and big for you guys. You're going to have less. It's almost going to be like a blur of good things going on for the Libra crew. Mark my words, you guys could get a promotion or something stable coming in, because the Ace of Pentacles, you know, it could be a lot of different, it could be like a grant or student loan forgiveness, or yeah, I finally moved in with my partner, we're saving money, or something stable here, okay? And absolutely, it could be like a new job or something like that, and it's going to cover you for years to come. So this is like really good energy for the Libras. And I don't want to pull any more cards because I don't want to ruin the good energy. Okay. You could get, some of you guys could get an apology as well. Like, oh, that happened so long ago, I completely forgot it. But it made me feel so bad inside, like randomly. Okay, this is supposed to be prediction, so you let me know if it happens. Scorpio. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Whoa. I just said Scorpio and I got the Death card, which is the agent of change. Scorpio, yourself. Okay, all right, Scorpio, what you could be experiencing during this Gemini full moon in retrograde is feeling yourself. Okay, why the Death card for the Scorpios? If I see that card one more time, the Chariot. Okay. Well, honestly, it would make sense for every single sign to pull the Chariot, because probably every single sign out there, somebody of every single zodiac sign is going to be going to see family, right? The Three of Swords reverse. This is getting over heartache. I love that. Why the Three of Swords in reverse? Two of Pentacles. Okay, so some of you guys have made a decision about something, and it has to do with some kind of pain that you were experiencing. Two of Pentacles was a sense of uncertainty, but I feel like there was a decision that is going to become clear and obvious to you guys probably after this retrograde or during the full moon for you Scorpios, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, that something just isn't worth it anymore. It's not worth the pain that it causes and the uncertainty that it brings you. And I feel like whatever this is, it's like a sense of freedom there. Let's see if there's an outcome for the Scorpios. All right. Ten of Swords in reverse. I'm telling you guys, some of you guys are getting over heartbreak here. If it isn't a relationship ending, you know, I feel like it's just you're feeling good. It's a sense of moving on. It's a sense of, I don't have to carry this burden anymore. I don't have to feel bad anymore. You know, that doesn't hurt me anymore. That breakup was a long time ago. You know, that fallout was a long time ago. That the grief that I was feeling because somebody or something, I don't feel that now. I'm completely moved on from this pain. A lot of you, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, are moving on from some heavy emotional pain, heartbreak, grief, feeling of uncertainty, a difficult time in your life. And the Four of Cups in reverse, or Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so this is a bit of a warning for the Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus to not overspend and to live within your means. I know it's the holidays and some of you guys want to overspend or overindulge or not live within your means, or like, I went through something difficult, so I'm going to spend a bunch of money to make myself feel better. Seven of Swords. Ooh, I do not like that. I don't like that at all. Oof. Okay. Why the Seven of Swords? It could be an avoidant energy. So, oh, the Devil. Ay, 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 ay. What's going on with Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Some Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus could be tempted to overindulge in things. Whatever overindulging energy that is, okay, online shopping, gambling, drugs, eating, toxic relationships, avoidance. There's going to be a lot of temptation, even though you've moved on from something difficult or moved past it, are still kind of tempted to be like, fuck it. Let's just get another one. Or let's just da-da-da-da-da-da. Throw all the cares to the wind. Okay, it's like that YOLO energy that borders on toxic positivity or toxicity. Okay, it's a bit of a warning here. Also, don't be tempted to engage with people who bring you nothing but disharmony, all right? Let me get some advice. Also, there could be a booty call in some Scorpios. The vicinity of some Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus could be tempted to do a booty call here. All right, if this isn't about family gatherings and I'm going to stuff my face with the feelings, you know, that I'm feeling or the avoidance that I'm trying to avoid, there absolutely could be some kind of lascivious thing going on with the Scorpios. And we have the Page of Swords. Okay, oh God. So the Page of Swords, why is that in the advice? Don't open old wounds. I don't know why I'm saying that. Because in this deck, the Page of Swords is somebody who's like butthurt, right? Like, you could get, some of you guys could have like somebody who, like a situationship who you go to, you know, just to kind of fill the void. And I know if that doesn't relate to you, don't worry about it. Don't pay attention to it. But if you do that, like when you're feeling down, there's a certain person that you call or that you text, or you go back to something toxic and you fight with that person because it fills a void. Don't do that. For some of the rest of you guys, it could literally be bickering in a relationship here. There's a lot going on, and actually it's a little confusing because it almost seems like there's something that's over, but there's kind of something here that's distracting me, right, for the Scorpio crew. Okay, whoa. I'm almost seeing like something on the internet, you know, like don't get catfished on the internet. Woo! Four of Swords. Yeah, Eight of Swords in reverse. Four of Swords, Eight of Swords in reverse. Going back to old patterns. Going back to old patterns of bickering, right? Because you have some kind of deep-seated thing that you don't want to deal with. No, that's for some of you guys. For those of the rest of you, it's like I'm moving on, but I still have a pattern of being avoidant or overindulging. That's still left over, even though the hurt is gone of this thing that I went through. And I hope that makes sense. And some of you guys, I feel like, don't want to deal with the mental discord. The mental discord of your demons, okay? That got really deep. That got really deep. I feel like a lot of you guys probably won't relate to that. No worries. Okay. Scorpio, Saggy season is now. Okay. Oh. So for the Scorpio, or for the Saggy, we have the Strength and the Nine of Wands. Determination for the Sagittarius. Yeah, Saggy. If I know anybody to be like scrappy, it's a Sagittarius. It's any fire sign. Getting through something hard, getting yourself through a very difficult period of time. Nine of Wands. I feel like this could be a sense of bonding after something, how do I say, after some kind of discord. Bonding after discord. And then we have the King of Swords here. What is this Nine of Wands in reference to for the Sagittarius group? Taming of the Shrew. If you guys don't know what Taming of the Shrew is, it's a play by Shakespeare. And I feel like some of you guys are out here kind of wild, and maybe you have this defense mechanism that you're used to using, but it's time to put down the defense mechanism and be vulnerable and let people in. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Why is that there? I sometimes see that as not doing the self-work that it takes. Why is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse? Ooh. Okay. Oh my God. Ugh. Five of Cups. Okay. Yeah, so Five of Cups. Disappointment. Spilt milk. There could be an apology coming in for some of you guys. Now, I always say these are general readings. Rules can be reversed. Look at your sun, moon, and rising, but also it doesn't have to be romantic. There could have been an argument with anyone, and it's time to apologize. Somebody is an apology coming in, or it's just like I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to feel bad about this thing anymore. I don't want to hold a grudge anymore. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Coming out of the cold. There was serious struggle in a lot of you Saggies' life. There was something that you kind of had to fight through, right? But now is the time to embrace gentleness. Now is the time to be vulnerable, because I feel like you could have a suitor coming in who wants to kind of get through your walls, the walls that you have built up around your heart. There's somebody who wants to get in there, okay? And it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be somebody who is like catching you in a vulnerable state and you feeling like guarded, like I don't know if I can trust this person. You have to be able to trust somehow, some way. That's the inner work I was talking about. Six of Wands. Could be getting some attention or recognition also in your job. Some of you guys could get a promotion or something. It's a good time for money right now, this Gemini full moon. Okay, Three of Cups, Four of Swords, Three of Cups. Yeah, it's a harmonious time. It's like no, I don't want to fight anymore. If I'm causing arguments because of my trauma, I don't want to do that anymore. Three of Cups, reuniting, being vulnerable, coming from an open heart place. Any last messages for Saggy? For Saggy. The Empress. So some of you Sagittarius out there could be a mother, or could have a mother figure, could get invited to an event where there's a mother figure who's hosting it. This is some kind of invitation here, and it's the holidays, so you're probably going to get a lot of invitations, right? And I think that this is a time for you to show off your confidence a little bit. Some of you guys, I think that there is, maybe you're not realizing it. I think Sagittarius, you're giving off an energy of like, I'm doing good, I'm looking good, and I feel it, right? I feel it. It's like what's the word? Self-empowered energy. A self-empowered energy around the Sagittarius, and it's looking good on you. Any last messages? So I think that you're going to get a lot of last minute invites, probably that you didn't realize. It looks like I feel like there's kind of smooth sailing. It could be a little rocky for you to decide if you want to be reactive to things, but it's looking pretty good for the Saggies. Lots of invitations and fun to be had. Okay. Capricorn. We are on Capricorn. If you guys are still around at the end, I will open it up for questions. Capricorn. What's going on for the Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus from now until December 15th? We did get the Hierophant coming out for the Capricorn crew. Could be dealing with the Taurus. If so, you can look at the Taurus reading. Whenever anybody does the all signs, there's going to be recurring themes throughout it, just because it's kind of the collective energy that we're experiencing. We'll see why the Hierophant's here for the Capricorn crew. I'm picking up on a sense of loyalty here, but it could also be, you could be going to church or somebody who's religious around you. This is the High Priestess is a Hierophant. I said the High Priestess. The Hierophant is basically like a priest or a clergy. It's tradition. 10 of Pentacles. You could be going to church with your family. If not that, you're just well connected right now at this time. Ace of Wands and the Page of Cups for the Capricorn crew. I think you're going to be talking to a lot of people at this time. Like, a lot of people. There could be a new person in your life or someone younger than you as well. A lot of opportunities for you. Like I said, the energy for money is really, really, really good. You could get a promotion from a Sagittarius, or it's just a lot of fast-moving energy in your career. Page of Cups. There could be someone younger than you who's jealous. Now, it could be a lover, a partner, or if not, it doesn't apply. It's a flirty message, or somebody wants to message you, I feel like, but is jealous or nervous. There's a lot of Sagittarius energy around you. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Doesn't matter about the signs. And we are in Sagittarius season. Could be on the cusp of Capricorn Saggy. Is that a thing? Yeah, I don't know. Let's see the outcome here for the Capricorn. Looks pretty good for the Capricorn. We have the Two of Swords. There's some indecision. So there's that like lovers type energy, which is the overall theme. The duality, the choice, the decision, the do I accept it, do I deny it? What's this Two of Swords here for the Capricorn crew? It's like playing coy kind of here. Justice in reverse. Okay, roles can be reversed. Check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. There is somebody who wants to approach you, but there's a sense of injustice here. Like something did not go right. Why the Justice in reverse? And that's kind of what's creating a blockage here. Like, I don't know if I want to accept this apology or this communication because it was unfair, but I'm very attracted to this person. Or maybe it's worth doing the thing, the burden. Why the 10 of Wands here? Woo! Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Some of you guys, there is an unfair work situation where it's like, I just need to accept the responsibility here because it's worth the money in the end. And some of you, it's that relationship that was really struggling, but seems to be worth it in the end. There's something here about, even though it's unfair right now, it's all going to work out for my benefit here in the future, even though it seems like I'm doing everything. For the Capricorns out there. So it might feel really unfair and really unjust right now, but I feel like you're going to be recognized for something or get something good, really good is going to come out of it. So I'm getting a similar message for you as a Scorpio about Ace of Swords, Four of Pentacles in reverse, overindulging in some kind of negative mental energy here. So if you feel a thought in your head or a feeling and it's not serving you well, just let it pass. Don't act on it, okay? That's just kind of a side note. Cappies, I feel like this looks really good for the Capricorns, actually. It's gonna turn out in your favor. Okay. Aquarius crew. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. For the Gemini full moon and Mercury retrograde, now to the 15th. What do we have for the Aquarius crew? Page of Wands in reverse. Oof, okay. And Hierophant in reverse. Okay. I don't want to say anything about this yet. Why the Page of Wands and High Priestess? I feel like there's a no contact situation here. Somebody could have ghosted someone or could have gone silent on someone, or there's some kind of unconventional relationship where the communication isn't very good. There's a waiting energy as well. Could be Pisces, could be Taurus, could be a fire sign. All right. Give me some advice on this situation for the Aquarius. Ooh, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. So this is a situation that's been ongoing and ongoing and ongoing. Could have been going on for a year or more. Give me more advice for the Aquarius. Six of Swords. I feel like things could be actually finally be making a turn for the better in this scenario. How is this going to happen? Wheel of Fortune. Oh my God. For the Aquarius crew. I feel like now this is like a standoff here. It's like, I'm not going to give in. I'm not going to give in. No, I'm not going to give in. It's like a standoff here for the Aquarius crew. If it isn't that, it's just this, I don't know how to revive this situation. I don't know if I should message or if I should message. Give me more. What's going on? What's going on here? No, I'm so tired of seeing that card. The Chariot. There could be a long distance relationship here with the Six of Swords and the Chariot. Could be a long distance relationship. But it's time to have the conversation. Let's see outcome here. Nine of Cups in reverse. Ooh, I don't like that. I do not like that. Why is the Nine of Cups in reverse in the outcome here? You could be dealing with somebody who drinks a lot or who is overindulgent. Two of Wands. I feel like there's a sense of bonding here. Yeah, it's going to come in as a surprise because I feel like there's this energy of, I'm not going to give in. No, I'm not going to give in. But there's some kind of harmony that's being had here. It's like you go from one extreme to the next here. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know exactly how it's going to show up in your life or in what scenario. But there is a scenario where communication wasn't good, or there was no communication at all, or it was like very unconventional, okay, in whatever relationship we're talking about here. There's going to be an opportunity to bond or to get closer to this person. I would be weary of overindulgent energy here with the Nine of Cups and a sense of one person not getting what they're wanting out of it. Make sure that you express what it is that you want. Okay, and that you don't get steamrolled here by somebody else's wants and needs. But it does kind of look good. It does kind of look like you're going to be able to bond and communicate, at least here briefly, during this full moon. Maybe it might happen after, but I'm picking up like maybe around the 16th here. Okay, I'm on Pisces now. Is anybody still in the chat? Pisces. Hello. Okay, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is going on for the Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus between now and December 15th? Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What choice will they be making during the full moon? Hermit in reverse. So some of you guys could have been isolating, or there could have been one particular person that you were isolating from. You might be deciding to step out of your comfort zone or meet new people or see someone or talk to someone that you haven't in a long time. The Hermit in the upright is rejection. So if there was a sense of rejection, you could be overcoming a sense of rejection here or isolation, maybe coming out of your shell a little more. King of Wands, you could be meeting up with a fire sign for the Pisces crew, and or you could be hugging somebody in particular, okay, for the Pisces between now and December 15th. Gemini full moon in retrograde. Ooh, yeah. Definitely. You could be seeing someone that you haven't talked to in a really long time. If you are feeling left out or lonely, I feel like you're going to be around a lot of people, giving a lot of hugs. You're not going to be feeling lonely during this period of time, okay? Coming out of your shell, seeing people, seeing maybe one particular person you haven't seen in a long time. I would kind of be careful to not sabotage that with negative thoughts, okay? Woo! There's some kind of jealousy. Now, take that or leave that. It could be somebody who wants to message you, who doesn't know how. They could have seen something online here that made them jealous. Give me an outcome here for the Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and a Venus during this Gemini full moon. Oh, Two of Swords. There's a little bit of a hesitation here to accept an offer from someone. Could be this person here, you know, maybe there was a ghosting, maybe there was a fallout, or you just haven't talked to someone in a long time. Maybe they're like, hey, let's meet up, and you're like, ooh, should I take that offer? Should I say yes or not? It could lead to some passion. Ace of Wands. I feel like you're going to have an opportunity that you maybe weren't sure about, and it could turn out really good. We have the Sun here. Say yes to invitations, especially if you've been saying no a lot or staying in a lot or kind of feeling down. Embrace it. There could be a fire sign around you. There's a lot of fire energy, but you could just be feeling really, 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 really good. Okay, I feel like if there was a reason that you didn't talk to a particular person and now they want to talk to you, it is retrograde. You could find out why the situation seemed weird. You could work through something by having open communication with this individual. It's like a lost opportunity or like a missed opportunity. Like, have you guys ever seen, what is it? Is it misconnections? Anyway, it looks good, okay? It looks really good for the Pisces. Embrace it. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Any last messages for the Pisces? Could be a Leo. Let's see here. Okay, I am repeatedly getting this message of somebody who could be overly emotional. We have the King of Cups in reverse. I know Pisces can be very emotional. We also have the Two of Cups in reverse. If there was a fallout with a friend or a lover, because we have the Two of Cups here, try not to be overly emotional about the fallout, because that could sully something good that could happen here between the two of you. So try to kind of like, woosah. I'm not going to project all my insecurities, because we're having a moment here, right? So I am picking up on that, but also to not allow someone to kind of steamroll you with their emotions, manipulate you with their emotions, okay, because of a fallout or something like that, or like a miscommunication, because it is Mercury in retrograde still. All right, but that looks pretty good. And so we've reached the end of the signs. I will put all signs up, the timestamps. Who's left in the chat? I finally reached the portion where we're going to answer questions. I'll take questions. Is anybody still in the chat, or else I will close out the chat? Hello. Is this thing on? Is it on? Are you guys still out there? Okay, I am going to be here for 5 more minutes. If anybody has a question they want to ask the tarot, put it in the chat, or else I'll see you all next time. I'll end the chat, I'll close the chat out, and I will put the timestamps up for anybody who wants to watch it later. You guys out there? It shows 3 people in the chat. I don't know if that's an accurate number. Hello, Bueller. Are you there? Ooh, Archangel Ariel. Okay, you guys, I've been on for an hour and a half. You guys have been really, really quiet tonight. I'm probably just going to close the chat out. If y'all have questions, now's the last chance. I don't know when I'm going to be doing a live again. I don't really plan them. So if you did have a question and you didn't get it in, just keep an eye out for the lives. Okay, guys, I'm going to get on out of here. I'll see y'all next time. Thank you so much for those of you who stuck around. Bye.